I just wanted to make a quick tutorial walking you through the 3 loaders for those of you that get the Wii and SD, or excuse me, Wii and GameCube SD only, so you didn't get a hard drive. First of all, I want to mention that all 3 of these are USB loaders, so they are all going to search for a USB device attached to your Wii or Wii U. I've set most of them. I check every single SD card and hard drive before I ship it out. I don't ever ship out a single one without testing them, so you know they work. Also, I check them and I set up any personalized settings in each loader, so you shouldn't need to do anything. But I just want to walk you through them anyway to kind of give you an idea of how everything works. You may not get every single loader. If you only get 1 loader, or if you only get 2 of the loaders, it doesn't mean I forgot anything. It just means that's what works for your current setup, okay? So, for example, WiiFlow will play both. It will play both Wii and GameCube games, okay? But it's also very It's also very picky on the hard drives that it accepts and the SD cards that it accepts. So sometimes if, you know, my regular SD cards are sold out and I have to get a different name brand, I may not include WiiFlow, just because it won't work with your hardware. Also, I want to mention here this long black screen you're seeing. This is because I do not have a USB device plugged in. It's searching for a USB device, and it will do this every single time you load into WiiFlow. So every single time you start up your system and every single time you go back to pick another game. Okay? And also when you choose a Wii game, it's about the same amount of time to start the game, because again, it's searching for a USB device. It will play without it, but it just makes a long lag in time of it trying to load the game, okay? So what I tell people to do, if you want to speed up this process, especially if you also got retro games, you know, if you got retro games and Wii and GameCube games on your SD card, and you want to be able to come back and pick another game and exit and come back and pick another game and not have to wait, go buy a flash drive. Right now, flash drives are really, really cheap. You can buy them at your local stores like Walmart, or you can go onto Amazon and you can buy a 16 gigabyte flash drive for like $5 or $3, okay? So you don't even have to put anything on it, but what I would just suggest is to plug it into your computer and format it to NTFS. All of the loaders will read NTFS, and all it does is it just speeds up your loading time, okay? So if you want to use WiiFlow and you want it to load faster, go buy a 8 or 16 or 32 gig, whatever is the cheapest that you can find, and format it to NTFS and plug it into the rear, I think it's the left on the Wii. It's the one closer to the edge, and it's actually the inner one on the Wii U. So it's the one in the middle of the console, the one not close to the edge. Okay, so those are the main loaders that will make it load the faster. Anyway, so let's play this Wii game here, and we'll see how long it takes to load up here while it's looking for a hard drive. So don't think your console's broken or your game isn't working. It's just WiiFlow searching for a USB device. Eventually it'll go, okay, there isn't one. See, there we go. And now we get the game to load. So it really wasn't that bad. But I mean, if you're playing a game and you go, you know what, I didn't mean to pick this one, I want to go pick another one, then you have to wait that time. And people like me that are impatient, it gets irritating. But as you can see, the game still works without it, okay? So, there you go. It still works. You can still play it. Let's go back out now, okay? I want to walk you through the other 2 loaders. Now this one's going to automatically load you back into WiiFlow as soon as you exit. Oh, it looks like this one wasn't set up like that. Nope, took me back to the home menu. Okay, now, if you don't get WiiFlow, I'm going to include USB Loader GX and CFG Loader, because CFG Loader has an error to it. It'll play Wii and GameCube games, but there's an error, and it's the latest version, and they don't even work on this anymore. It's so old that nobody has worked on this loader, and it's probably the oldest one on here, so I can't get any help because nobody does anything with this anymore. Okay, so CFG will play Wii and GameCube games, but a few of the games give an error which makes it so that you cannot save your GameCube games. You don't ever get this error on Wii games for some weird reason. But, see, if you click the game and you go to manage, or no, options, excuse me, you see error game option. See, now we got it on the Wii game, but the Wii games save to your console. They don't save to the SD card, so it doesn't really matter, okay? It only matters on GameCube games. See, we got Super Mario Strikers here, and the NMM is no more memory on, so that's basically an emulated memory card. But if we go forward here, now you see Super Mario Sunshine, error game option. And I've tried using different versions of it, and I've tried asking for help, but nobody is using this anymore. Everybody uses USB Loader GX, but this will play Wii games, okay? So all of these ones that are giving you the error, which is about half of these that I put on here, see, that one's okay. You can't save the GameCube games without a memory card plugged into your Wii, okay? But all the ones that give you the thing will be able to save just fine. But so that's it. But USB Loader GX will play them fine, but it will not read Wii games. So in other words, I have 3 loaders. WiiFlow will play both Wii and GameCube, but it's very slow. USB Loader GX and CFG Loader will play the games faster, but they're not as good loaders, okay? So CFG Loader will play your Wii games, and USB Loader GX will play your GameCube games. It will not even read the Wii games. Now also, this one is looking for a hard drive. So right here, it's going to ask you, waiting for hard drive. Counting down. It says press B to cancel. Press B to cancel. Obviously, there is no, unless you got a flash drive like I mentioned in the other video. Now, I've set this one up, but if you happen to get it and it says something like USB device not initialized, switching to list view, then just say okay, and it's going to come up and it's going to bring, this is the source selector right here. It's going to come up and it's going to have NAND channels. NAND channels are the channels on the home system. Okay, so they're like, see the Me channel, there are the emulators, news channel, internet channel, photo channel. Okay, so when you come in here, it'll load all that up. Just open up this and unselect NAND channels. The only one that's going to work on an SD only is the GameCube games. And it should work absolutely fine. But again, I don't know if I mentioned in this video, the GameCube this is the loader. This is just what shows you the games and lets you select to launch them. The actual GameCube emulator, the software that plays the games, has no way to exit out of it. So when you're done playing your game, save your game in the game, and then you just have to push down the power button on the Wii or the Wii U and turn off the console and then turn the console back on. Okay, with the regular Wii, when you're playing a GameCube game, as soon as you touch that power button, it's going to turn off. It's like it knows. It turns off immediately. Just turn it right back on. The Wii U, you have to either hold down the power button for I think it's like 30 seconds, or you can unplug the power cord and plug it back in, and then that will restart it. Okay, so that's all there is to it, guys. If you have any problems or anything isn't working as it should, please send me a message either through eBay or Etsy, or send me an email at winecountrygames@gmail.com, and I'll be happy to help you guys. You guys have a wonderful day and enjoy it. Thank you so much.